104.3 FM. My name is God in the studio with the 18, my guys. Good morning, also. How are you?
Well, good. You called all the people that celebrity people that scored goals yesterday. We forget to call our brother who scored for Sevilla the winning goal.
Ojuku.
Chidera Ejuke
Ejuke
giving
scored
Sevilla
yesterday
the
too.
lead yesterday. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, welcome to the show, Football Maniacs. It's another beautiful day of football.
Okay, let's start with the Carabao Cup. The results for yesterday: Manchester City 2, Watford 1. Chelsea beating Barrow 5-0, and Leicester winning their game on penalties against Shell 3 goals on penalty. They won that game on penalty, and Wycombe 1, Aston Villa 2. Okay, let's start with the Chelsea game, because Chelsea beating that. It was an easy game for them, 5-0. Everybody was expecting them to win though, but they didn't disappoint. They comfortably beat Barrow 5-0, John.
Yeah, it was as expected. As I said on the show, in the Carabao Cup against Barrow, and we're expecting nothing less than a comfortable win from Chelsea, because it is to be expected. I said yesterday that a lot of things are to be considered. One, the technical ability of the Chelsea players. Two, the grade of players they are playing and the club they are playing against. And then, yes, everybody is going to be 11-11 on the pitch, but then you can see the differentiation and the separation between both sides. And Chelsea didn't, let us leave us hanging. They delivered a 0 win, and kudos to Nkunku, who got a hat trick. Yes, in that game. Kudos to him, building his confidence, getting those goals. Kudos also to his assistants or the assistants in the side. They had a fantastic game. If you look at the way Chelsea was lined up, a lot of fringe players got game time, and that's very important to note. And kudos to every single one of them. They had a good game.
Okay, no. So Chilwell was introduced in that game. The forgotten guy. At the beginning of the season,
Not forgotten. The guy that they don't have a plan.
Yes, Maresca said that it doesn't fit. Chilwell doesn't even fit in his
plan.
He's not working on his team, but Chilwell was introduced in the second half. He played the whole second half. But generally, how do you see Chelsea?
When they tell you they have 48 players, and you, like I said this yesterday, and I was telling when I was talking to John, I said they have to find a way to introduce some of these players that they don't have plans for into the side, because you can't be playing in the Conference League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and you can't tell me that you only depend on just 21 players. What if injury comes in? So these are the games you give those players that you don't have plans for. They can come in and prove to you that, see, even if you don't have plans for us, we are here and we will get you results, just like Aston Villa yesterday. But Chelsea, kudos to Maresca. I think he has a clear plan what his tactics is. And one thing with Italian managers is they are ruthless with their plans. When they come out and tell you this is what I'm playing with, they are stubborn with it. So if you don't like it, they come on the media and they embarrass you as a player. And I think that was what Maresca did in the beginning of the season. And now the players are beginning to fall into line. He said, if you don't see our philosophy and you cannot match into it, please leave. Okay, and all John, the players are falling in line.
Okay, John, Modric again. Let's talk about Modric, because he is the guy that everybody is expecting to be a star boy. He got just an assist. He didn't score goal, but he played the full 90 minutes. Do you think that he did enough for him to at least get a minute? Because he has not really played in the Premier League at all.
I don't think Modric has done enough. I think until Modric starts firing, getting goals, and putting in man of the match performances, he hasn't done enough to earn that spot. I think right now the fact that Chelsea had to go out of their way to get in Sancho means that he's lost his position, one. And two, the fact that they also brought in Neto, who can play on either position, that gives him a lot of work to do to end that his spot. So for me, I don't think he's going to do that unless he performs on a big night, like maybe Champions League level big night, or like a London Derby big night.
The team they play Champions League. Remember the guy they play Champions League. Look. See, for me overall, yesterday it's about performance, like I always say. And yesterday he put up a performance that says, "I am here. I will fight for my spot." It's a mentality you can't have because of.
Where would you want to go before? He has the 8-year contract there. Where you want to go?
No, if you come out, he's not even leaving, and Chelsea will not even sell him on a cheap.
So he don't come out loan anything. He could come out, but the thing is, it's a mentality issue. You fight. Once there's, like I always say this. Once there's no quality depth in a squad, not just squad depth like numbers, once there's no quality depth in the squad. Like everybody is fighting for that position. So whenever you introduce, it's just like Odegaard starting, and you know that Trossard can play in the same position. Whenever you introduce Trossard, and you know he's always playing off the bench, we want to show you that he's better than Odegaard. You get? We know we'll come down to the Aston Villa game. You saw that in the Aston Villa game yesterday night as well. But let's come down to that. But for Mudryk, he has competitions with Nkunku, the same Nkunku.
Yes.
The same Nkunku is fighting with Jackson for Jackson's position. Now, Jackson, I think somebody said the other day that Mikel Obi has single-handedly is the key word there, created a monster in Jackson because he scored a goal against West Ham or perhaps a couple of goals.
Obviously, the man needed a wake-up call, and I'm happy he's gotten it.
This person now fighting for him would, whenever he's given the opportunity, to want to score his own hat-trick. So it's that he's either fighting for this position or this position. If I don't get this one after Jackson, I get this one. Though there's Sancho, there's Pedro, there are other people that could come in there. There's a Joao Felix that could come and still play in that position. There's a Joao Felix that could play alongside Kopama and compete with Kopama, that can play as a striker, play from the right. He can play anywhere in that front four. He's also competing for positions. So if you don't have these credible players fighting for position, every player will be like, last, anyhow, will be person picking that go still play. So that relaxation is what they don't want, and that's what what's it called, Enzo does not want to inside, and he's already come out to say it. If you don't fit into the fighting mentality, if you don't fit into the philosophy of the side, nothing for you here. And I think when Chilwell came in yesterday, see what he didn't do now.
He tried.
He showed senior man character. He played ball.
I don't even think why he said that. I think they are just trying to force him out because of his the money he's collecting. Probably if he's collecting maybe about 150, 150, they would have left him.
It's a wage thing.
It's a wage thing.
It's a wage thing,
Bros,
but you know, it's a wage thing. It's not about tactics thing. It's not about tactics.
See, look at it now. Most teams build from the back. Most teams, I'm not saying all the teams, most teams play with inverting fullbacks. Now only Liverpool, they play fullback where they go cross ball. Now only Liverpool.
Cucurella, when did he start doing this inverting thing?
Cucurella, they do it from Spain, come Brighton.
The point
See,
is
they
that
play in,
everything can be taught.
Come on, man.
see, I tell you,
The thing is about Chilwell is everybody knows it's about the money.
It's about the money, but look at the crazy
It's about the
part.
money.
How do
It's
you
not
come?
the money,
How do
it's
you
not
come?
always about the money.
Look at where me I
It's not
have.
about
Look
the
at where I
money.
have an issue now. It's about the money because it's always about
this
the
guy
money.
is always injured.
How do you knock off 1.5 million pounds off your wage bill, and in the same transfer window put that 1.5 million back on your wage bill? How do you knock it off?
See, it's
You
not,
got rid of two heavy earners. Chilwell is yet to leave the club, so that's an extra 200 pounds you are going to knock off, and you replace it with a Sancho and a couple of other players you brought in. So for me, it's about the money, but then secondly, it's also about Chilwell's injury history.
Now you talk truth, no be money.
It's about the money and injury history.
The same thing. Do you know they are lining up at exit door for James if he continues with this injury spree? In the next summer, he will be leaving the. In the next
Because
summer,
you can't be on that
injury.
and
Now
you're not frequenting
you are not
the game.
frequent.
It's diminishing returns for the club.
The same thing would definitely happen to Malo Gusto. Because you know if they collect 150,000 pounds every week, when you go to the hospital.
Gusto played this game again today.
Yeah, is Gusto.
Yesterday.
He played in the game yesterday.
He's seen. We're talking about their injury records. You can't be taking 150,000 pounds, 200,000 pounds, 250,000 pounds, and you're spending most of the time you're supposed to be on the pitch in the hospital or at home, relaxing from
but
surgery.
on the flip side too, Chelsea, you can't be cutting these guys off your wage bill only to add more people onto the wage bill. It doesn't make sense, because some of these players you're letting go and exiting from the club because of their wage bill. You're bringing in liabilities on the same wage bill into the side too. Okay. So you're not helping yourself either way.
Okay, just saying if they want to get new players in, they should get players that are not injury prone.
Nobody
that
can
do their work.
Most times you don't buy a player because injury. Some players have injury histories too, but some players can enter and just somehow they start getting injured. Before Partey came to Arsenal, he wasn't getting injured.
He had 2 or 3 injuries.
Another point too is that there are certain positions in the pitch that are more tendent to injuries, because they have to enter tackles, they have to receive tackles. If you have for example a striker, he's always going to be tackled by defenders. If you have a defender, he's also going to be going into tackles to try to dispossess somebody, and he can pick up an injury. I'm just saying,
let's move on to the Manchester City game. Manchester City winning that game 2-1 for the first time this season. Haaland did not play. and they played without a number 9. I think Foden played as their number 9.
Yes.
Winning that game 2-1. Doku scoring the first goal and Nunes scoring the second goal, and Watford scored in the almost the end of the game, but comfortable win for Manchester City.
Man City came with the team they played against Man United with, except to some little changes. The academy boys, the young boys, O'Reilly's, 5 of them in that game, and you ask yourself, what are they doing? What are it? And they came out, and lucky for them, Bradford were just lacked clinicality. They were not clinical enough because they could have gotten a result in that game. Though Man City played them ball, but there were chances they could have buried. Like you see Man City coming, Doku dribbling on the flags, Doku and Grealish, because that was what we predicted, the starting lineup we predicted. John Stones and maybe other 5 or 6 other young players. McCarthy was busting around the midfield. O'Reilly, two of them were just busting around the midfield. Nobody could handle them. Kyle Walker was the leader in the pitch. Everybody was playing good football. But these people had clinical chances they could have buried. But they didn't bury those chances, and that chances came back to bite them.
Watford were profligate in front of goal, but bro, they didn't create any clinical chance. They just had one shot on target. No other shot on target. The rest of them were either blocks or way off target. So how is that creating clinical chances?
They created chances, like I said, they created chances, but they didn't have the burying power.
Yeah,
it's just like Jackson. You give Jackson 1,000 pass, him play 999 above. Come manage his bar once. Let me say, you know, be player. You can't take that off the chance that they created. They created chance. I said they didn't have the experience to bury those chances. They didn't have the clinicality to bury those chances, and that was the problem for them. They could have won that game. Man City could have been, because you could see that when they were fighting to get back, I think they got the early goal. They got the goal first.
They didn't get the goal first. They got the goal after Man City was already 2-0.
Man City scored 2. Then they got the late goal.
Yes.
If they said in that regard, they would have gotten more goals.
But it's already too late as at that point in time. Kudos also to the son of a legend, Tom Ince. His son got in on the goal for Watford. But then if you look at the Man City side, they had just 4 academy projects inside the side. Talking about the likes of the James McCarthy, the Nico O'Reilly, talking about the Rico Lewis and Caden Brantwaite. Okay, so kudos to them. They played without Haaland and they won the game. Kudos also to Matheus Nunes, because he's not getting a lot of game time currently, but he's in the game. But you just see that squad depth that we've been talking about, and you also see the capacity of these young boys that Man City are bringing in along the side. Let's see if any of them can get more time.
I think if they are playing a Premiership club, you will not feel that for academic player. I know Pep will not do it. I think including Chelsea, they will feel their first team player. But everybody wants to cup this season.
Everybody wants a cup. But the main thing is, because the games are still more this season, you have to take extra care to bring on these guys and let the main guys get some breather.
Okay, quickly, let's move on to the next game. Wycombe 1, Aston Villa 2. That game was played away. Aston Villa played away, but they got that way. Then they are now in the next round of the Carabao Cup. How did you see that game?
For me, I always expected Aston Villa to go through with a win in this game. I was expecting maybe a 1-0 or 1-0, 2-0 win, but it wasn't really close, if you ask me. Come on.
John, not to say it wasn't close. You know what's that ball?
Wycombe got an early goal, no doubt.
Not the early goal, the pressure. If you see the game, they were in the middle. They were like, no.
Wycombe actually got the last goal.
They got the last goal.
They got the last goal. The first half was 0-0.
Yes.
First half was 0-0. Aston Villa got
the first goal thanks to
chance.
Buendia. They got the first goal.
Yes.
But there's nothing you're going to tell me in that encounter.
Duran scored a penalty too. That boy is fantastic.
Duran was giving them pressure because it was Duran off the ball, Duran's off the ball run that led to Buendia's like free header, like free chance. You get, but these people kept sending long balls in. Lack of clinicality kind of buried their chances, because you see them create chance whenever they send out a long ball. Nobody's in the Aston Villa half to catch up, and it was always difficult for the goalkeepers too, because the goalkeeper kept making saves. And keep asking yourself, when are these people going to score their goals? They matched Aston Villa in the midfield. It was Duran that was creating most of the chances, and this is what they tell you about squad depth. Buenda has not played any game for like how many months now? He's off injury, and he came back. This is his first game of the season, and he's scoring goals.
Depending on the opponent, are quite. I'm not saying call them small.
No, they call him small team.
That's what they asked.
That first time, these people play Aston Villa ball.
Okay, let's move on to today's fixtures in the Carabao Cup. Arsenal is going to play Bolton and Liverpool is going to play West Ham.
You know, when I saw that result,
calm down.
No, when I saw that Arsenal, I say, why did Jokocha go retire? Because it was still there.
Nothing will happen still.
He must still do something.
Nothing will happen.
You are talking about what about Stelios Giannakopoulos of voting that?
All those teams, that men them when they trouble Premier League team.
Arsenal versus Bolton. I think Arsenal should be fielding second team, because even though that their first team are injured.
It should be a one-win trophy.
I don't know. I think come on, you can't play your first team against Bolton.
You can't play your first team against Bolton, but you have to have a couple of players that will come in and.
This young boy that was introduced against Manchester City, I think he should play. Yeah, he should be playing. One area should be playing.
Yes.
Okay, I don't get anything to say. I rest my case.
Why won't you have anything?
I rest my case. You want to play against the Bolton? See, Bolton, their tactics still remains: sit deep, long balls, win it in the middle, then drop it on the floor and run at the opposition's defense.
And you don't think Arteta is credible enough to win that game without?
Arteta they play safe. Arteta they take risks. Now there my fear is
wow.
Arteta
they safe. This what Arteta. You know Arteta scored the number in Arsenal history. They scored the highest number of goals. Second half they were beating players 10, 4-0, 5-0, 4-0. Apart from some few games. Do you know what it means to play safe? Play safe is to score one and defend one.
It's not about play safe, score one and defend one. It's about the tactical safe. Arteta they stubborn to in tactics. You need to change them for anybody.
Why should he?
Because of the red card, if this team don't do their homework on Arteta, they will know where the lapses are.
Both is a League One side. I don't even think we should even discuss about this whole thing like that. Arsenal playing at Emirates and they are afraid to attack or to play safe against both a League One side. Not even a Champions side.
Look at why I said safe. I don't trust Arteta to field in these young boys so they call their name.
He doesn't even have a choice. That's the problem.
You go see and
games are coming in thick and fast right now, and everybody needs a breather. So you should give them.
Make line up, drop now. Because
okay, let's get your prediction for that game, John.
It's a straight win now.
A straight win.
Now win, Arsenal now. But make Arteta not just try am.
Okay, let's talk about Liverpool versus West Ham. So is
another loss loading.
You know go see.
It go happen.
Another loss loading.
Listen, normally I don't trust this one.
Okay, but let me start with you. Your team they are playing Liverpool away. I think Liverpool won't be playing their first team again. That's what I'm thinking. All these big clubs, I don't think they're going to be feeling like. I'm not expecting Alisson to be starting.
Trust West Ham to fill their first team.
West Ham is filling their first team.
You know,
we are going to be seeing Todibo play today.
You will see Todibo play, not be first team on a bench. Todibo will play with Mavropanos. Mamsaka will go to the bench. This person will start. Kufa might be starting in right back. Thomas Sunchek was dropped to the bench last match and we suffered it. We'll go see him for this match. If he start, Bowen will start. No, Bowen will not start. But Kudus. There will be no Kudus and Bowen in this game, but there will be a Fulkrug and Antonio in this game with a Somerville. I will accept that. No Paqueta. Sola can play in that position. I will accept any changes you make to the side. This is where you test the newcomers. You get 30 minutes into the last meeting, as in first 5 Premier League games or first 10 Premier League games, 30 minutes into it. But Carabao Cup, FA Cup, they start. I will understand. But you starting them in the Premier League in their first week. Bros, you want to just demoralize the players that have been there for a long time, sweating, busting themselves, trying to work hard. You're just demoralizing them. So I think in this game, we will not be seeing an Edson Fernandez. He will not be starting. Thomas Sunchek will start in that position with any other players he brought in. Somerville will start. Fulkrug might start. But I'm just saying, in this game against Liverpool, I'm not expect anything.
Okay, I'm not expecting
because this man, as they talk, they say like they talk now. Anytime we finish the show, you tell me you always say give Ten Hag time. I will give her time.
You have to give him time.
I will give her nothing. I will give her time. We just the wait.
Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live now on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Actually, we are live every day, Monday to Saturday on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, we have some comments here. Josh Rush is saying Chelsea did well. They are playing Barrow. They played Barrow. Why would they do well?
Same thing I said against Barnsley. Come on, man.
Why would they do well? Emmanuel Okitibi saying, good morning, guys. Good morning, Emmanuel. Drake Bowie saying, congratulations to Chelsea and Manchester City. We all expected these wins. Okay, let's get your prediction for for Liverpool and West Ham.
Liverpool go win.
You don't even trust your team.
I trust my team. With my eyes closed, I trust my team. But the man wey dey there, I no trust am. The Potegi, I no trust am. But for now, they say as it's not a build. Now you want build. You want build. Now you carry 9 players. Beam once. You don't even they come out and small. Nine at once.
I don't even have. Why do you have a problem of buying players?
I'm not having a problem of buying players. I'm saying if you want to build in a new side, you do it gradually. Pep no come out everybody once for Man City. Sure you know. Even the greatest coaches in Man City and Man United, Pep, Arsene Wenger, Ferguson, Ancelotti. These players did not just come in once and buy heavy names.
Jose bought 8 players once and won the
Jose case different. Jose came from it. Jose wanted to prove a point.
Okay, this one doesn't.
This one not for him. I didn't do. I mean, he failed. For Sevilla, he do. I mean, he failed. For Wolf 1300, he didn't do.
And I'm still telling you that irrespective of that, this man can come and succeed.
Let me now see. Do you know what? Do you know where my fear is that he might fail? Because I'll say, okay, Spanish side is another. The Spanish La Liga is another beast you're fighting, but Premier League. He don't do it for Premier League before. For 1300, immediately after Nuno Espirito Santos left, he was the next manager that took over.
At Wolves, yes.
At Wolves, what did he do? And Nuno took Wolves from where they were to Europa League 2 years in a row. They left and went to Tottenham. Then this man came to the job. What happened? He was dragging them to the relegation battle.
The
same thing. Nuno just dropped out of top 8. He was still getting results, but he dropped out of top 4.
So I'm not telling you that success somewhere does not naturally translate to success in another place.
For Juliano, I am still waiting. You know, so they say a trial will confuse you. I'm still waiting for the trial to confuse me, then I'll be convinced. But for now, Liverpool will just win this match, and I'll just be happy that my boys played. But if I get the win, I'll celebrate.
Okay, on our YouTube channel, Emmanuel Okitipi is saying Arsenal to win. Bowie is saying Arsenal and Liverpool to win today. Okay, that's their own prediction.
Bowie, don't break my heart, please. Don't break my heart.
That's all their prediction for today. Okay, let's move on to La Liga. Okay, before we move on to La Liga, you can call us to join the conversation with us in the studio. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Chelsea played. Everybody played yesterday, and Chelsea played yesterday, and Man City played, and Arsenal and Liverpool are playing today.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Ike Pamska.
Okay, Ike.
You're welcome.
What is your contribution?
Chelsea matches that they try. I think Chelsea coach, I have seen what
He's doing.
Ventura can do.
Yes.
And I agree with John that it's because of wedge beer, they want Ventura to go. It's injury, because of injury. He have injury all the time. But I thought the injury is over. I don't think he will be going back injury like that again.
Okay.
If they still Ventura, they will regret it. Telling the truth.
Okay.
For Man U match today, it's still to win for them now. Any person will get money will do team. Will lose the match.
All right. Thank you very much. 0706 048 5853. Okay. Let's take this one before we move over to the La Liga. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay. The Chelsea. Okay. What is your contribution?
My contribution of the show from that side.
Navarro.
This is a man who is there for studio there, the Western man.
How are you?
Okay.
For Liverpool.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
I no fear. I'm ready for them.
Okay, sir. You ready? Come be ready for us. For black. Let me tell you. Rangers will win their match.
Yes, they are playing today.
As I'm watching the match, Rangers will win their match.
Okay.
Are you? They go hear them.
They go hear them. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, the La Liga result. Let me give you yesterday's result. Sevilla 2, Real Valladolid 1. Valencia 0, Osasuna 0. Real Madrid 3, Alaves scored 2 goals. Alaves scored 2 quick goals. 85 and 86 minutes.
Yes.
They almost carried Real Madrid on that result, but Real Madrid held out to win that game. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Emmanuel from Musaka.
Emmanuel from Musaka. What is your contribution, Emmanuel?
For me, Man U is going to win 5-0.
Man U is going to win 5-0.
You get big faith, oh, my guy.
West Ham go chop am.
Bros, calm down now. If you say West Ham go chop am now, go tell say man you no go win that match today.
Man U go win, West Ham go chop.
Respect yourself. Yeah,
Alright.
I believe so. We'll get result against Liverpool. I believe so. Get result against.
Change your stance.
No,
Change your stance.
why would everybody come and be tackling me?
Change your
I know. My coach is trying to build something, but everybody giving me this.
Super.
Let's say we Real Madrid winning that game 3 goals to 2, and Mbappe scored that beautiful goal after the 1-2 with Jude, and he has scored a goal that is not a penalty in the La Liga, John.
You know, you guys should get off Mbappe's back. I said it that, you know, whenever you get a goal, be it from a penalty or whatever, it does something to your attacking psyche.
After 3 penalties. Now they criticize Mbappe. Now they.
That's all I've been saying, and he's gotten his goal now. Can we just all get off his back and let the man flourish? Simple.
It's not about. I said it before. I've been saying it before now that it's time. You just give him time. You don't expect him to come into La Liga and make instant impact.
But then that time has been also been impacted from him not playing in a consistent position.
See, no matter he play consistent position, he was brought in to play a fluid. The instruction was play a fluid front three. So whoever stays up front, whoever goes to the right, whoever goes to the left, decide. And it's just the movement of Jude, because now Jude now Tori don't go now. So now Jude go coordinate what will happen for the front line. So wherever Jude is positioned would determine who is going to be positioning where and where, because Jude is the anchor that is connecting the midfield and the attack. He's the one leading the line now. Forget that he's not the striker, but he's the one leading the line. He's the leader in that midfield. He's the leader in that attack line. So whatever he does in midfield, he and Valverde, whatever they do in that midfield, affects what happens in front. And Jude is now telling them, whenever you go forward, try and now waiting Jude always talk. Whenever you go forward, try and score a goal, which is a captain material, a leader material, because I don't have the strength to be running back and be chasing the ball and be starting over to build. So whenever we go forward, let's try and bury those chances, because when they come at us, they will try and score theirs. So I think Jude leading that chance, and you saw how they went all forward. The 4 of them was just organized. Going forward, scoring those goals, you ask yourself, is this, are they, as in, if they blindfold this player, you know, if they watch Super Strikers that year, and they read that triplet, they tie their eye for Super Strikers. So they played like that. If you blindfold the 3 of them, they could know where each person is at a time and link a pass to that person. And that was all led to the goal. But those 2 players, or those 4 players now are not the topic for me, because Rodri scored, Vini was on the assist list. But the player for me in that match was Lucas.
Vasquez. He scored
the goal, made an assist
in the first minute. He scored that goal in the first minute of the game.
Good player, and he's been on the bench. Look at it now. There's no defenders. No, you see what we talk about Real Madrid getting in a centre half. No centre half. They are not available right now. Injuries don't start, and Carabao is playing at centre half. So you have to introduce him as a left back or right back.
Vasquez played at right back. Rudiger and Milito play.
No, he has play. They don't have game. Last match was Carabao playing as a centre half.
Alaba will come back soon. Alaba will come out. Alaba market.
Injury don't they carry them go where they don't know.
He's always been an injury prone
player. This guy will just come now play reckless suspension too. Militao.
But John, if you look at that game, Madrid scoring 3 goals in the first half, quick one, but somehow they can't keep leads. They keep leaking goals. Their defense keep conceding useless goals.
Like I say, most of the time, Real Madrid, they are not really necessarily built not to concede. They are built to score goals. So they can take a blow, but they know how to score more, and that's just the way it is. Against Deportivo Alaves, I felt like Deportivo waited them out and made those changes. And with the pace from those new subs that came in, they were able to hit on the break and get those goals. So it's something they need to plan for. Madrid, they need to. I don't think Ancelotti will be changing his tactics because of their track record now of conceding. But rather, I think what he's going to do is maybe reserve 1 or 2 late subs to bring in defensive players into that side. And I think it's something they need to work on, because they need to stop conceding goals.
Okay, let's move on to the next game. Sevilla winning 2 goals to 1. Ejuku entered. He didn't start the game. He had just started, but again did not score again. But another Nigerian entered and scored the winning goal in the second half.
I was happy with Iheanacho's performance. He got a couple of chances to score, but
he got a couple of chances to score, but instead he let it go for someone else to score because his chances led to the other guy scoring goals. He's those kind of players that creates chances. I keep saying it. He's the next embodiment of Harry Kane. But the only thing is, when he drops back, creates chances. He's not always running forward with because he lacks that pace to go and bury those chances. He can create, he can bury if you give him the pass, if you give him the supply. He will bury chances, but if there's no supply, he would come back and create chances for other people. Like Son, people keep singing Son as a legend of the new stadium because he's opened the scoring for the stadium. He's scoring hat tricks here and there. Who created those chances? It was Harry. So for Iheanacho too, for Sevilla now, he's not scoring goals, but he's creating enough chances for other people to go in and get on the score.
At the end of the day, goals scored is what matters, or is one of the key KPIs of strikers. So he needs to get in those goals. Otherwise, when the club needs a goal, they are going to look elsewhere. And after a long time, he'll be out the door.
Okay, let's see what Iheanacho should be scoring. I think this is about the 5th game of the season. He have not scored.
He know the start, but Chidera gave good game though because he took on that defender, faked it, and just like that. I didn't expect it to go in. I was seeing that ball roll far wide, but just nicked in, just the roll like that for small.
Okay, let's move on to today's fixtures. Is Girona versus Rayo Vallecano. Now Barcelona is going to play in Getafe, and Barcelona have played all their games and won comfortably all their games. Now Mbaka is going to be playing Getafe. What are you expecting Hansi Flick to do another magic today?
Yeah, let's see. Everybody because they've been on a run, man.
Everybody expects Hansi Flick to be on a run of goals and wins, but Getafe has also been on a run of lose. So they'll be looking for a match to redeem themselves and start getting back into the game. So I think this one or the next game should be their wake-up call. So if they don't wake up against Barca, they are not waking up again. Till the end of this season, if they don't wake up in this match, maybe they just go relegation.
Let's talk about what Hansi Flick is building there. He's playing a whole of academic player. Garcia played as a defensive midfielder last time. Yamal has been scoring or assisting in any game. That boy is going to be something else in the future. If he is something else now, imagine what he's going to be if he continues on this path. He's going to be something else in the future.
I know they like singing all those praises for young talent again.
Why?
I know they sing them because I sing them for waiting my name. This guy, Rashford, he dey misbehave now. I sing them for Scott McTominay, they don't send them through away. I sing them for Gallagher, Billy Gilmore, Ansu Fati. I don't sing and tire. I know they sing again. Anything where you do. If you good, we good. We will just tell you say you good. If you no good, go on to the next one. We've seen a lot of young talents come into and we sing them praises, and after 2-3 years we don't see them anymore in the stage. So I don't sing that talent. I don't sing those praises again. You're good. We give you praises for now.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game, John.
For me, it's going to be Barcelona winning. That's what the trend is saying.
Okay. Now the trend.
Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and we have comments here. Comments. So I'm going to read some of the comments we have here on our YouTube channel. Drake Bowie is saying Madrid should watch it. They should better get a backup good centre back. Cause wahala dey. He is also saying Madrid do not look like they are ready to defend their league title because Barca are very hot. Okitibi Emmanuel is saying Mbappe is proving people wrong already. Hopefully the knock is not serious. He got a knock. He was suspended in that game, later in that game. Bowe is saying Mbappe has now arrived. The front three from Madrid is doing well, but conceding goals anyhow is bad. Emmanuel Okitibi is saying Madrid is a weak team at the back. I think they need to fix that defense. Somehow they just need to fix that because they are conceding useless. So how can you be conceding 2 goals in just space of 2 minutes?
Like I said, when there is no credible sub, when there is no credible backup, there is always a problem, mentality problem in a side.
Okay, let's move over to Serie A. Serie A happened yesterday and Atlanta losing to Como. That was a surprise defeat.
It was expected. It was surprise, obviously. It was surprise, obviously.
Luka scored the penalty in the almost the time minute of the game.
That game should have ended 3-1.
Yes.
It should have ended 3-1.
That game should have ended 3-3.
It should have ended 3-1. Simple and short.
Atlanta missed credible chances.
That's how it works everywhere.
Man. What are we talking about? Are we talking about Farmers League or something?
Before person go score goal, person go do mistake. Atlanta created chances. The goalkeeper was in it. Like the goalkeeper for Como yesterday was a prime prime Buffon or perhaps prime Casillas. He was saving goals, he was saving shots, he was standing in the right place at the right time, picking up corner kicks, picking up free kicks. Like nobody's on this ball. I own it. Like my boy, they come to me. Nobody follow me drag him. And letting the goalkeeper do throughout that game. And I felt like this guy is playing for Como. What's the mentality like in Como? Because they played a game that after Atlanta, I think Atlanta scored, Zappacosta scored, then the goal they used in equalizing was similar to what Zappacosta did. And what the commentator said was, well, anything Zappacosta can do, I could do better, because his goal was more classy than that of Zappacosta. Yeah, the next goal was a deflection off Colosina, which led to the second goal, and they went on to score the third goal. And you ask yourself, what is wrong with Atlanta? Why did they let their guards down? Because that second goal shouldn't have gone in. The third goal shouldn't have gone in. But they went in, and Atlanta kept fighting, they kept digging, they kept struggling to get the goal until they got that foul, and they went on to beautifully bent.
Fabregas is cooking. I think
that was their first win.
I think
they need to survive
first win in top flight for Como.
Yes.
I think where Como got it wrong is towards the dying numbers of the game, because when it was let me say, they added extra 10 minutes into the game. Once they hit the 90-minute mark and they got that extra time, everybody should have gone back to park the bus.
No, nobody.
And get a clean sheet. Everybody should have gone to park a bus and get a clean sheet.
Yes. Clean sheet because Zappacosta don't open the scoring first.
Yes.
They don't score first. I thought I don't
first score. They scored well into the other time. They didn't score.
No, that was the last game. Atlanta opened the scoring by Zappacosta. Then the equalized came from behind to beat Atlanta 3-1. How? You get now that might come get problem with you. Let your heads down, then you start fighting for scraps, because if that game had extra time, if that game had extra time, because they would have gotten a win or a draw.
There was a higher chance of maybe getting a draw in that match. But the most important thing here is that they should have held out and tidied it up at that 3-1. I was livid when they scored the extra goal.
No, don't talk so. You be like Man City goal. They tighten up that back. But I say penalty.
The penalty for the last one.
Penalty for Atlanta.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Please, when your eye is very noisy, can you just move out?
Yeah, my name is Good.
Okay, what is your contribution?
My contribution that to congratulate my club for winning the match yesterday. He's wants to teach Maya to win match. To win match in the Carabao, to win match in the Premier League. I want to teach that to win match in the Premier League in this Saturday match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You want to teach Man U how to win match. And the point difference between you and Man U is just 2 points. Well done, teacher.
Okay, let's move on to the Europa League. Europa League starts today. Europa League is starting, and Manchester United is playing today.
FC20.
They are playing FC20. They are playing a whole lot of games they are playing today. So I'm going to give you fixtures for today. Then we talk about Manchester United. AS Akma is playing Esbjerg. Bodo is playing Porto. Galatasaray is playing PAOK. Or Prague. Most times I think PAOK. Then Osimhen is going to play, and they are from Greece. Then Manchester United is playing 20. Dynamo Kiev is playing Lazio.
My boy did this club.
Nice is playing Real Sociedad, and Ludogorets
is playing against
Slavia Prague, and Fenerbahce is playing Union Saint. Anderlecht is playing Ferencváros, and Malmo. Okay, tomorrow Malmo is going to play. Okay, let's talk about the Manchester United game, because they are the English team that are playing today. They are playing 20. Are you expecting them to win also?
Everybody's expecting Man U to win, but Agonaya, I don't know how to say it in English now. The thing that is chasing them, in their village, you get. But Man United has been a good side in recent days. I've been seeing that nick of improvement in the side, because they lost home and away to Crystal Palace last year. If person tell me say no see improvement for Man United side against them this year, then I don't know the game the person is seeing. There was some part of improvement I saw on that side, and I think they'll build on it, go on to get results against 20 in this game, and continue to build in that game till the end of the season. But for now, let's see how it goes.
Okay, what are you expecting in that game?
I'm expecting a win for Manchester United, but never say never for 20 getting in on the goals too.
Okay, are you expecting them to start their first team players?
Na Europa na big competition. You go start your first team players. I think Haaland is back, so there will be you start Haaland ahead of Zexki if they get, or perhaps you're not sure he's match fit yet.
Yeah.
So you start Zexki, start Rashford, start Anthony. This is where I'll say rest the rest of the players. Start Anthony in this after 60 minutes, bringing Garnacho and Ahmad. By then the defenders should have been tired. Then they can do their magic, and maybe Zexki or Haaland, who is coming in as a sub, can go on to score goals. And please, in the second half, when you're already leading by 2 goals, take off Bruno. At some point in the Premier League, he's looking tired. He's not looking like a player that we know. Take him off and bring in somebody like Mason Mount, or perhaps a what's it called again, a Tyler Kubla, or any other person that could play in that position.
Or Eriksen too.
Better still, Eriksen. Take off Eriksen. I'm sorry, Kobe Meno, if he's starting, take him off. Bring in Eriksen. Take off Cassie. Bring in Ugarte. It's a balanced sub. No need to touch the defense line. Every time they keep touching the defense line, they keep making changes in defense. You're not making. It's like for like. You don't do like for like subs. You want to change the game in attack, not and in midfield, not in defense. The defense is the way it is. It's okay that way, because when you change defenders, you concede goals.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah, so I don't expect them to start changing defenders. They've changed defenders in like couple of games. Every match
I
they
think
keep changing defenders.
I think they need to play this game and play and win. At least it's an European title. If they win it, they should actually fight for it. Don't play your second best. Play well and probably win your games and qualify.
They should start winning matches. So they should start winning matches, because the fan base is already tired. And I'm seeing in the media that they're giving him up to December. After December, if they are not where they should be, then they will be singing a sack song. And this is like the first year of the Ineos team, the first year of Ten Hag under the Ineos team. So I don't know if they'll be patient with him to build together, or perhaps they'll just change him and start afresh. Because this is the first year the Ineos team has properly taken over footballing activities in Man United.
Yeah, for me they shouldn't make that move, because it will be Chelsea all over again. It will be a never-ending story of rebuild that never finishes up. So give the man some time, get in the players he needs, and then let's see how it goes. But the man needs to.
But don't sign 21 players at once, like Chelsea and
Manchester United still need a couple of players, and there are a couple of players in that team that shouldn't be wearing the shirt.
Man should be starting today.
I'm not saying he should start, because he just came off an injury. So the same thing goes for Haaland. They should not be starting. These 2 players should not be starting. Even if you ask me, because these 2 players now just came into training. I think a couple of days ago, before the last weekend game. If you ask me, Malaysia is back in training, full training. There are 4 of them back in full training now. Play them in the second half. 60 minutes, 68 minutes, 20 minutes into time. Put them in. See what they manage that. Manage them for the last 20 minutes of the game, or perhaps manage them for the last 30 minutes of the game. Give them 30 minutes time. Then see what they play like for the next 3 games. Give them that 30 minutes time. So just know that you have 3 subs for 3 games. 30 minutes.
We've all seen the impact Garnacho and Ahmad have had on the side, and they've earned starting bets for the club. Let these other guys get the right to earn that as well too.
Okay, let's see what Manchester United will be doing today when they play 20 in the Europa League. Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FN Sports, and we have comments here. I'm going to be reading now. We have comments. Chizoba Okpara is saying, it's a good game for Iheanacho yesterday, despite he missed a couple of chances.
Yeah.
He more game to build. Okay, he needs more game to build his confidence. Chizoba is saying it's a good game for Iheanacho. Okay, he repeated the comment twice. Okay, Emmanuel Lokitibi is saying at least let Manchester United still play Mount today. So I think probably they are going to start Mount, and let's say if they are going to win that game.
My boy is playing today.
So my
boy is playing today. It's not Osimhen, no.
Okay, let's talk about Osimhen.
My boy, Osimhen and my man.
Osimhen
and my man. Pelestri, my boy.
Oh, okay, your boy. Oh, I forgot.
Osimhen and my man, my guy.
Let's talk about Osimhen playing his first game in Europe today.
Yeah, I'm loving everything Osimhen right now, simply because he's made the move and he didn't drop his head. He's got goals, he's got assists, and a couple of clubs in Europe are starting to take notice. And what bigger stage, to show that light yet again than the Europa League right now. He should be getting in, trying to get some goals in already. If you listen to transfer talk or rumor mills, a couple of movements have started in Ahead
a
of
couple
January.
of teams have started talking.
Yes,
Started making
ahead of
moves,
January,
silent
making
moves.
silent moves.
Then December now they will make the move loud and make the move properly.
So I want Osimhen to score goals. I want him to perform well and help the team do better. That's all.
Okay. No, so what are you expecting in that game?
I'm expecting it. I see it will break my heart to say that my boys might lose or they might come out to play for a draw because we know how PAOK plays. But they would also want to play in a style that fits them, plays to their strengths in order to hurt Galatasaray from getting goals. Which I'm not saying they will come and sit deep and expect defensive line. No, they'll play the midfield game. They always play high line of midfield and creativity. So I think I will be seeing my boys play well, but also be looking out for Victor, Dres Mertens, and other couple of players that left the Napoli side for Turkey.
Okay, let's get your prediction for Manchester United game, John.
They're not keeping a clean sheet, that's for sure. So I'm going to call it 2-1.
You know, say yesterday night, Man U fans after Chelsea they win, Man U fans they shout, "We go beat 20, 5-0, 7-0, 7 about the ball." If it's not up to 7-0, it's not Man United that played. So I want to see that Man United badge. As they take McDonald's yesterday, I'll go to the same viewing center this evening. If they don't make the same noise this evening, I will call with police and arrest everybody. But seriously, I don't like it when you underrate or degrade the other team's ability to play ball. I keep saying it. It's 11 against 11. I know I once went to a coach. From my players' mentality of degrading the people who were played against, because people were played against were pot-bellied. They had 9 of their players pot-bellied, older than 60. But my players were still under 25, and they felt like they had the energy. But they beat us 5-0 because they looked at their physical structure.
What are your predictions?
5-1. So my prediction for this game now is Man United to win. But I'm still holding out for a 20 side to show us that they can fight and get the result.
Let's not forget, Manchester United fans shouldn't be going over the moon right now. These guys are not Barnsley. They're not coming up from, maybe first or second division in the Premier League. They're playing in the Eredivisie, and these guys have tasted titles before.
Yes.
So
they
should come out. Manchester United players should come out and start at the blow of the whistle, not after you concede the first goal, winking at Bishop wherever he is.
Okay, let's see what Manchester United will be doing today when they play their Europa League. Okay, let's move over to a transfer news that is very important. In the weekend, Barcelona goalkeeper was injured. That's
Ter
Stegen was injured, and they are now looking to bring back Szczesny. Remember that Szczesny retired from football this summer. After
he didn't sign that contract.
After Juve released him. Now Barcelona is looking to bring him. What do you make of that transfer? I think he's 34 years. I don't know if they are bringing for him to be a backup keeper or for him.
That guy never played for small clubs since I don't know him.
Yes, he's been playing for big club, from Arsenal to Roma to Juventus.
He never played for a small club since I don't know. Man,
if not for the timing, they would have brought in DJ, but DJ is obviously at Fiorentina now. So good move. I was hearing talks about Claudio Bravo, but no, they should go for Szczesny. Better move.
So what do you think? The issue, even if he comes to Barcelona, first team football or probably as a backup goalkeeper.
He's coming to Barcelona because the first team goalkeeper is injured. Yes. That is one thing you should understand. That's the keynote. Barcelona has young players, young goalkeepers. I believe the Lalmesia to produce players that can only fit into backup principle, and those players are not much. Though whenever they come into the backup folds, they play well. You see them play good football, but whenever they come into international stages, it takes them time. You see the likes of Gavi and Pedri, it took them time. It was only Dani Olmo that went out, shined somewhere else in Leipzig, and came back to prove himself in the international stages. So it took him time to even settle down in Germany. It took him time to settle down I think it was Croatia first before Germany. It took him time to settle. Then now he's in Germany and now back to Spain. So it's taking them time to shine in international stages. That's why you've seen Barca over the years in Champions League not playing the way they should. So if you get a credible goalkeeper, he's old yet his experience could come and translate to development of the young player. That's why I keep saying it's a proper blend of experience and youth. If you don't have that in your side, you won't promote any young talent that will go on to do well.
And let's not forget now, just to put a bookmark on it, Szczesny is still very much in his prime.
34 years is not bad for a goalkeeper.
It's not bad for a goalkeeper. We have people who've done better. So yes, he should be the star man until Ter Stegen comes back.
Okay, the other news that is coming out from Como is that Varane is is considering to retire because he picked up another injury when he was training with Como. Now he's considering retirement, and this guy has suffered enough injuries in his career.
You know, the thing is, after picking up that last injury for Man United, he didn't allow it heal. He didn't allow time. He came back in a rush just to please the fans.
Yes.
Just like what Man United has always done. They've always pressured you to please the fans and not be yourself. And I think that was the only thing Malaysia did right. Ignored all of that and missed one full season for the club. And now he's back and he's going to be playing. So I think for Varane, he did that to please the fans, and he came back with another injury on top of the injury he had. So now he's going to suffer for it, because if he cannot come back from this injury now, it's a problem for him. He's just going to perhaps retire from there, and it's not a good sign for me.
I think he's going to retire.
It's not a good sign for me.
For me, he should take a year off and come back.
I think he should retire.
Recover fully and come back. Yes, like Cazorla did. And
Cazorla took 3 years off, I think. Recovered from injury, because at some point they said they were going to amputate his leg, and he said no, I'll do the surgery and I'll be fine. After 3 years, Cazorla is back in La Liga balling.
Yeah, I saw even the likes of Jesus Navas yesterday balling their thing. So
okay, let's see what decision Vera is going to be making. Okay, let's go back to Nigeria Professional League. Today, Ikorodu City is going to be hosting Rangers International, and the second game is Enyimba versus Lobby Stars. Rangers is going away to play Ikorodu City. After that disappointing loss at the weekend, they crashed out of the CAF Champions League after losing 3-1. Now they are back to league matches. Now, do you think that they can have the morale? The morale is still there for them to defend this league title. They are playing Ikorodu United today.
You see, one thing.
Ikorodu City.
Yeah, Ikorodu City. One thing that they need to understand is, while we love to be motivated by motivation, aspiration, ambition, you can also be driven by pain. And they should be driven by that pain of crashing out of the CAF Champions League to go on and win dominantly. Like, if you ask me, this season, I don't want to see Rangers nitpicking their wins, being okay with the average draw away from home. As long as you win at home, they should take it to another level. Go there, win your game, win comfortably. Let everybody know that you redeemed yourself for crashing out at Sagrada Esperanza.
It go pain them, It go pain them because people who finish third don't enter group stage. That's Enyimba. They don't enter group stage, and every other person, the FA Cup winners, El Kanemi Warriors, Remo Stars, Rangers have crashed out. It's definitely going to be painful, because you ask yourself, what was the mindset like in the camp? Now they went away, they played that match. They are coming back home now. They'll play. This is an away match. You're playing 2 away match. Are they tired? Are they fit enough to play the game? So what's the mentality like in the camp? And that is what they need to work on, not just training and running around the pitch, running around the training like as if they are ready for it. They should, at this point, have that mentality, like John said, have the mentality that they are driven by the pain. They're just they're just 3 points on the table now.
Yeah. They're just 1 point on the table. They just drew only one game.
They won 1 game and lost 1.
Just 1 game. They just played only 1 game throughout this season.
So I'm just saying they should come back and just fight for it now.
Okay.
That's the thing.
What are your predictions for that game? Rangers to win,
I'm
to
still
draw?
going to back Rangers to win. I'm still going to back them to win. Simple.
John, what is your prediction for that game?
The closest to the pack boss, so the pack boss, so draw. Maybe a draw.
For Enyimba game, what's your prediction for the Enyimba game?
Enyimba is a good side. Let's see them if they can sneak in a win.
No, sir.
Enyimba all the way.
Okay, the only 3 games have been played in Nigerian Professional League, and Remo Star played 3 and won 3. They sit pretty top at the top of the log. They have 9 points. Rivers United have 7 points. Niger Tornadoes have 7 points. Rangers have only played 1 game, and they are drew that particular game they played. They are playing away to Ikorodu City today. Let's hope they are going to be winning and get the 3 points so that they can move up on top of the log. Okay, this is how we are going to be ending today's show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FN Sports. Please, when you go there, please like our comments. Join us on our live. Drop your comments. I'll be reading your comments here in the studio. Thank you for joining on today's show. Remember, in sports, as in life, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. Let's hope that Rangers, I know they didn't start well, but let's hope that they finish very well and defend their title in the Nigerian Professional League. My name is Godwin, and have a lovely day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM. We are